Hey everybody, it's Rip One Outdoors. Hey, we're going to talk about mics. So if anybody's got any questions about mic that we're using or our setup, hey, well, hopefully we can answer that today. First of all, before we get started, roll that intro. All right, yeah, everybody. I had a question from a viewer, David Barry 9474. He had a question. I hope he don't mind me reading it. Had a question about wireless mic you use most. My kids gave me a GoPro 9 for my birthday, and with my three e-bikes, I thought I'd do a little riding around town. Well, that's a fair enough question. David, instead of sending you an email or trying to, I tend to get a little bit long-winded, as y'all know, but I thought I would just grab some mics here and throw together and show you some options. And I know you did specifically ask me about the DJI Mic. We'll try to cover that a little bit. It won't be a review because I'm not that good on it, but I know how to make it work for me. But I can help you. I can help you with that. So what I wanted to try to do today was give Mr. David Barry, some options that I did. Okay, and then I'll let him decide what he wants to do. He specifically asked me about the DJI Mic, but we'll cover that. I'm gonna pop a video up here, and that's gonna be my first ride video that I did, and I was using the GoPro 8 with no external mic. Listen to it and see how it sounds. I didn't talk much now, I'm telling y'all. So if you get what you get, so don't pitch a fit. So it is what it is. I took it off. I took it and made it private one time because I got tired of people telling me that I needed a better mic. So anyway, but that's what I was using, the GoPro 8 with no external mic. What did I do next? Next, I used my GoPro 8, and I bought this GoPro adapter. This is one of them proprietary things. There you go, Miss Marilyn. There's $5 word there. Proprietary thing that GoPro puts out that they don't want you just tying any kind of mic into their camera. So they give you this clunky thing here, and this you got to deal with that thing wobbling around. But you can plug that into the USB-C adapter, and then you can take a lavalier mic like this, and you can plug that lavalier mic into this. Now, if you can put up with wearing all this thing around, okay, that's an option. You take your lavalier mic and clamp it up here. Some riders clip it to the front of their helmet. I've had mine on a little piece of plastic hanging down, kind of like a little mic, mic bracket for it. And I used to enjoy that and made some pretty good audio with it. But so that's another option, is the, what do they call this? Power device. And I like this lavalier mic so much that I got it down in my description. And you're welcome. I think it's about 40 some odd bucks, maybe 50 bucks. But it comes with a long extension cord. When I first started doing this, y'all, I'd get set up out here in the yard and got all of my mics set up, and then I'd have to run an extension cord over there 10, 12 feet from where I'm working at. And that just got, I had it, I'd go to twist around, I'd get it all tangled up, and that didn't work out at all. I said, I've got to do something else. I got tired one day, and I out there trying to make a video, and I just said, if this is the way I've got to do it, then I'm not going to do it. So I elected to do better things, okay? First thing I went with, so that's option 2, is the GoPro with the GoPro adapter, and then you can take whatever, your lavalier or shotgun mic, whatever you want to do and hook into that. That's an option. It's going to feed audio directly into your GoPro, and it's going to match that with your mouth, so you don't have to do any syncing whatsoever. I'm not good with words, y'all, so I try to put this together where y'all can understand it, but y'all know me, I have trouble talking. So my third option was, as I heard people talking about this media mod thing here, GoPro makes. That's $100. What does it do? But they talked about it had a good mic in it. So I've got my GoPro Hero 9 right here. And what you have to do is you have to pull this side latch off. Then you stick it down in there, and the USB-C connector just marries up with this media mod. And what the media mod does is it has a wonderful mic on the front and rear. Front and rear. And you really don't need an external mic with it. But if you wanted to hook an external mic to it, it gives you a place here that you don't have to use this clunky thing here. You can plug your lavalier mic right into the back of it like that. There you go. I apologize, this wire all tangled up. But plug it right into there. You don't have any adjusting. I mean, it makes good audio. I just like the way the media mod did, and I'm gonna tell you, I never used it that much to make videos with. But one day when I was having problems with my sciatica there in my leg or back or whatever, then I let Joy take it with him, and I got Joy to make a video for me. I'm gonna put that video up here. So if you want to hear how this media mod sound, it's gonna be used with a GoPro Hero 9 Black, and Joey's gonna have it on his chest mount, and he's got the mic coming, using the mic on the rear side. So there you go. I'll put that video up here. Joey did an excellent video, and his audio sounds great. I mean, sounds good as you want it to sound. So there's an option for you, David. Is the GoPro Hero 9, which you have with the media mod. Cost you $100. And to tell you the truth, you really don't have a whole lot of fussing around with wires and stuff like that. It's pretty much self-contained. And last but not least, as I told y'all, I finally got tired of fooling around with wires. And the media mod, yeah, it worked. But I just saw people having very good success with the DJI Mic. Some people were using the Rode. I mean, Rode is a fine mic from what I understand. I'm never on one. But I am very familiar with DJI products because that's what's on my drones. And y'all go back in time when a lot of my drone videos that I got on there, my channel, most of those were filmed with a DJI camera and video transmitter. And I used the DJI goggles to see where I was going, okay? I need to do a video about that too one day, show y'all what we do there. I hadn't fooled with the drone much here lately, but it's good. But the DJI Mic, it has a receiver, okay? It has several different places, little plugs here you can use to plug it into different things. A phone, you can plug the receiver onto your phone. You can plug it into a USB-C outlet of some kind. And I know I'm screwing this up, but y'all pretty much get the picture. This is the receiver, but I don't ever use it. Okay, I use the DJI Mic standalone transmitters. So you can use it with the receiver, with a transmitter 2 or a transmitter 1. And the transmitters will be feeding the receiver, okay? And then that audio is going through plug-in. But yes, yet again, you have to use this clunky thing here, or either you have to use your media mod. But that receiver connects directly into your GoPro. So your sound is being mixed in the GoPro, if I'm saying that right. Now what I do, as y'all know me, I do things a little bit different, is I use it as a standalone. And I don't even, I could leave this at the house if I wanted to. In fact, I did one day, but I made sure I had my my standalone mic here with me. And whenever I turn it on, and I turn my camera on, then whenever I hit the red button here for record, see I got a red button for record and a green button meaning the power's on. I give it a clap, like that. And then in my post video editing, I can marry that spike up, okay? The audio will have, the video rather will have a spike in the audio of the video. As soon as I get the audio from the video lined up with the audio from the DJI Mic, and I get it lined up perfectly. Now they have software that will automatically line it up. I just do it the old-fashioned way and do it manually. But as soon as I get that lined up, then I immediately turn the volume off on the audio, on the GoPro audio. I turn that off, and then I'm just using the DJI Mic. And hey, so far it's working really good for me. But I'm gonna tell you something that you won't hear out there on the internet anywhere, as far as I know. When you download, and you can download the, as soon as you're through recording, you can take this, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to take it right in there to my computer. I'm going to plug a USB-C into it, plug it into the computer, and I'm going to download the audio file, and it won't have a problem downloading that, but you won't hardly be able to hear it. So when you go in your video editing, I use DaVinci Resolve. Man, I don't know how in the world I'm remembering all these big words today, because I'm not a big word fella, but I use DaVinci Resolve, and I go up in the inspector, up in the upper right hand corner. I click on audio, and this audio for my DJI file is going to be 0. Okay, I'm going to click on that and hit 10, and that boosts it up. If not, it would be so soft you couldn't hear it. So that's just something to pay attention to. But any more questions about that, David, I'll be glad to help you with that if you decide to go with the DJI Mic. Some of this other, using the receiver and all, I haven't done that in so long. I'd probably have to watch a video or something or another. But it does a super good job for me. I've been happy with it ever since I got it. I know other folks, Southern E-Biking and his wife, using it on their videos, and it sounds awesome. So there you go. I mean, I'm not going to get into no more to the DJI Mic, because that'd be a whole separate video. But they got Devin Jovi out there. He's really good. He does a good job reviewing the mic and explaining about how to use it and everything. So I just wanted to give you 4 options today. The GoPro with nothing, the using the clunky GoPro adapter with a lavalier mic, the GoPro media mod. That's $100. I don't have a link for that in the description, but I do the PowerDeWise lavalier mic, and then the DJI Mic. Now, you can pretty much guess what I'm going to recommend, but it's according to how many videos you plan on making and what you plan on doing with it. If you're just going to, clown around and make a couple of videos, I mean, like I did that for a while, just make a video just for me or just show the family, something like that. Hey, Any one of these 4 options would work. I wouldn't recommend the GoPro 8 or your GoPro with no external mic though. I wouldn't do that. So any of these lavalier, medium mod, any of those will work. But yeah, you got to line those spikes up, and I'm gonna tell y'all. You know I got to tell a story. I'll tell y'all a little story about that. Daddy, back in probably about the early 70s, on a Saturday morning when it may be raining and we wasn't out hunting or fishing or working in the garden, a pea patch or cornfield or whatever, Daddy would sit down and he'd watch these Chinese fighting shows. Now I don't know what you call them. It was Bruce Lee and some of his crew, and they'd get out there and they would fight, and they would flip, and they're doing all of the athletic stuff, the kung fu, the jiu-jitsu, and the karate, and all this stuff, whatever it is. And Daddy would sit there and watch it, and directly he'd go to sleep. I walked in there one day and I said, Daddy, I said, what you watching, Daddy? He said, I'm watching these fellers a fighting. He said, these fellers have fought for a solid hour. And he said, nobody's won the fight. He said, they just keep on fighting. He said, the show will be off here in a minute. But he said, I wish the TV people could get their lips. He said, their lips are moving different. He said, their lips are moving different than what the sound is. I said, Daddy, that's because they're speaking Chinese and they're translating it. I said, they never will move in unison. So every time I try to line up, when y'all see me try to line my mouth up with what's you see on my mouth moving and what's on the audio, every time I try to do that, I think about Daddy sitting there watching it, Bruce Lee and him, and they was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, Bruce Lee, he was bad, wasn't he? But I can tell you one that was worse, that was better than him. Bruce Lee would have to come see this man to see how to be bad. Who was that? That's that Chuck Norris. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. We give David 4 options here to do for microphones. Maybe he can pick one there that fits his budget. And this is I think that's $350 some odd right there. But hey, worth every penny of it, I guarantee you. But yeah, some options for David to, play around, do some audio, and share some videos and stuff. So hopefully y'all have enjoyed that. Yep, watch the subscribe, because subscribers, y'all just hit 930. So it's moving on up. Yeah, but we really enjoy doing this, y'all, and we'll just ask y'all again. Hit that like and that subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to see y'all down the road down there, on maybe Possum Walk or out on Ridge Road or up in Picayune or somewhere. We'll see y'all out there on the road. And y'all have a good day. You go ahead and send that Chuck Norris over here. We'll mop up the ground with him.